wouldn't like to see 5 glamorous women there, 4 singing a song. It makes it great.
Well,
They
obviously.
have something to pin up on their wall instead of pinning up sort of people like Morrissey and all that lot. You know, they have smart. Who wants to pin them up on you all, spotty little singers?
Which is murder, yeah. Sure.
That's why there's a band who I really like in Sweden called Europe.
Yep.
They're all very good looking, and the
I've
lead
seen the
singer's
picture,
good
yeah.
looking. And it makes a change. You stick a good looking boy up on your wall.
Van Halen. I mean,
Dave Lee Roth.
yeah.
He's lovely.
Hello, everybody. Next up for my rare record collection is an interview picture disc with Samantha Fox. Now, I'm having to censor this record quite a bit because it's a bit too much for YouTube censors. But for you Samantha Fox fans out there, this is pretty rare because it was only made in England, and even then, only so many copies were produced and made. So anyways, without further ado, let's hear what the Fox has to say.
He's manly. There's too many of these boy singers with hairspray on their hair and makeup and lipstick. I mean, who wants to go out with a man who wears makeup?
Yeah, who wants to see Zig Zig Sputnik?
Oh no. You
No.
put a lighter near their hair, they'll blow up. They've got so much hairspray on.
Yeah, you really got a sense of humor.
Who else do I like? I like Pat Benatar. I'd like to meet her, and I'd like to meet Stevie Nicks. I like their voices. It's my favourite female voice, Pat Benatar, and my favourite performer. She's rocking.
The first one you mentioned was Madonna.
Yeah.
Was she one of your inspirations to start singing?
No.
No?
No, not really. Because I've been singing since I was really young.
Yeah? But how did you decide to make a career out of it? Of singing? Was it suggested to you? Or
no, because
you
at
had a nerve,
15 I was in a band when I was 15 at school.
I didn't know that.
And I made a record when I was 16.
For the record, what was it called?
Aim to Win. It's since been released in this country.
Re-released?
It's Lamborghini. It's not a bad record, it's a good record, but it's just old-fashioned now.
What's the band called? What's it called?
SFX.
SFX, really? So you had your eyes set on...
Yeah, I was
possible
playing
career.
music at school. I took a music O-level at school. And I was doing singing lessons when I was 5. I used to go to drama school when I was 5, acting school, where I used to do musicals on stage when I was at 10 and 11. And that's where I learnt, didn't have microphones on stage, but I learnt to project my voice to the back of the audience. And that's what they taught me then, so I've always sang, you know. It's just that modelling was there and ready for me, the path to success was there, and I thought, well, take it. I knew that I was going to make it big in the modelling world, so why? Well, my mum always taught me, don't miss, if there's something there, a chance is there, don't miss it. And the singing wasn't taking off as well as the modelling, so I decided to concentrate on one thing, modelling. I thought if I do the two, I wouldn't be able to concentrate on one 100%. And I always like to do things 100%.
Properly, yeah.
Yeah.
If you took the music lessons, your musical didn't contribute anything to the album?
No.
Was that deliberate, or you didn't have the time, or...?
Didn't have the time. Because it was so fast for me. We had the hits so quick. Touch Me was released, it went straight in high. And then it was number 2 within a couple of weeks of release. And then Do You Want to Please Me came out, and that shot to the top. And then we had to get an album out really quick, because if you have 2 hit singles, you've got to have an album out because the public want that. So we recorded the album in 3 months. And I didn't have time to sit and write, I didn't have time to do anything. What I did do is just stayed in on the production and the mix all night long and all day, you know. I wanted to contribute my voice and I used to work along with a producer, but I'm not a co-producer.
Yeah.
I didn't actually sit and write anything, or I'd love to have done. The next one I'm going to try. Yeah.
I mean...
It just happened so fast. I couldn't even sit down and even I used to get the tapes in 4 or 5 days and work on those and create my own style around the demo tape and then go in and sing that. And then I was just singing in the studio for like 12 hours a day, going home to bed, getting up in the morning and in the studio again. So I was inside for a long time. Couldn't get out and maybe expand my mind and try and write something. Didn't have time.
Did the initial success surprise you?
Yeah. Well, when I first released my first single, I knew it could either be a big hit or a complete flop. You know, it could either have been a massive big hit or it could have been disaster of the year. And that was the worry, whether it was going to be, you know, this is a stupid record, this is a good record. But I knew it was a good record because Driver Touch Me was on the shelf for like a year. And they were looking for a female singer to sing. They knew it was a hit because they was going to send it to Pat Benatar in America and Laura Branigan. They knew it was that type of a song. Because Laura Branigan sang this song called In the Night, I can't remember now.
Yeah, I remember the cheerleader hint.
And they thought Touch Me was very similar vein to that song. Disco with a touch of rock influence behind it. And I said, no, I want to do it.
And they said, why not?
And they said, go on then.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
The current single is the number 39. Well, what is the meaning of success to you now?
Well, to be well...
You are successful.
Yeah.
That's the problem, you know. I don't think there is... Cheers.
See you, mate. I wasn't sure about, I like the new record, but it's another one I'm very nervous about because it's so different to the other two. But the thing is, I don't want to be a repetitive artist. I don't want every song to say, I don't want people to say, before they even know who it is, that's Samantha Fox. I want people to be surprised. Otherwise, I think people get bored of you in 2 years. I think if you use different producers and songwriters on an album, then you can get more of a wide audience. Because some people might like this song better than the other two. Then you're appealing to more people. I was quite nervous about this song.
Really?
Yeah, because it's different.
The other big difference between the first and the current single is that the image you project now is completely different.
Production.
The image.
The image.
You were more a rocker.
Yeah, well, this song isn't a rocker
I've just seen
song.
you on Jim Davidson show, and it was all glamour, what you were saying, that was missing in the music business.
Well, this song's not a real rock and roll song. It's a 50s type song. Whereas Touch Me is a very visual song. It's more a rock performance. Like the video, it's a stage with a band, and it's loads of guitars and whatever. This one's more young, much younger in appeal, I think, and it's more of a storyline. It's about a boyfriend who she's not sure about. She wants to keep him to herself, and she's nervous that he might go off with another girl and things like that. There's more of a storyline. The video to this one is more of a acting.
How did you choose the songs? Did you have a load of tapes, demos, or that were suggested to you, or did you employ the songwriters, or you knew people who were writing?
Well, Jive Zomba Music, they have, I don't know, loads of, they're one of the biggest publishers, Zomba. So I knew I didn't have to go outside of Zomba to look for a song, because they've got shelves and shelves of songs. And I sat for about 5 days here, just going through them. And then I made piles, good ones, maybe.
Doubtful and forget it.
And ones. And Do You Want to Please Me wasn't a song which belonged to Zomba. That came through my letterbox from a fan.
Really?
He was The two guys who wrote Do You Want to Please Me live in Birmingham, and they're two songwriters, and they wrote Do You Want to Please Me a year ago, and they've never had any success before, and they thought this would be good for Samantha, and this was one of hundreds I get through my post, and I listened to it and I loved it. It reminded me of an old Gary Glitter song, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it was catchy, and I just knew that I could make a good record out of it. The demo wasn't very good, but you could tell you could just tell as soon as you put it on, it had something. So I rang up Jive and I said, I got this song, and they said, is it Somber Publishing? And I said, no. Does this matter? And they said, well, no, if it's good, we'll do it. And we did it, and we weren't going to release that one. We were going to release Hold On Tight, but I wanted the Do You one out second. Yeah. So we all had a meeting and we all voted, Do You Want to Please Me for second one. Yeah.
So the guys, the writers must be mighty pleased.
Very pleased, and they're
Also
two
a dog kill,
unknowns.
huh?
They've never had any success, and they took a chance. Good luck to them. It's great.
I mean, I've seen you in the studio, and there is a band behind you, but there isn't a really band, is there?
Well, there's only
Cherry bombs.
the Cherry Bombs I used on my video, but they don't play on my record.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all the same people play on my album. Yeah.
How did you get to use cherry bombs?
Well, because I heard about the Cherry Bombs, and we had a record here, and they used to have a girl singer. Yeah.
Isn't she still singing?
No, she's not with them no more.
And it is not for them.
I'm sure.
So what happened?
Well, I don't know. All I know is the record cover had a girl on it. I'm not sure who it was.
No, it was Anita.
Yeah, she wasn't
Yes,
on the
yes,
video.
yes.
Okay. And I liked the image and the look, and I knew they was European group, and obviously it's something for the Europeans to say, oh, the Cherry Bomb. That's why I used them. And they were very visual.
Mm-hmm.
And they went with what I looked like on the video, long hair.
No, I was more thinking of, in a sense of touring, you know?
Oh yeah, I have a band who I go around with. When I do TVs abroad, I take a band, yeah.
What about the proper tour? You
Well,
know,
not yet.
concert halls or something?
Not yet. Too soon.
Where you want another album or a couple of albums or
Yeah, I
something?
want another album at least, yeah. I mean, you can't go on the road with 10 songs. No. You've got to, plus, the public are not familiar with all of them yet. I want to do a concert, and every song I do, yeah, and they know the words,
Let's
they can
sing
sing
along,
along.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to sing Touch Me and Do You, and then they go, oh. You know, like if you go to a Queen concert or Elton John, Wham, if all the fans know all the songs and they sing along, the atmosphere is then much better. Rather than do it now. I'd rather rehearse for a long time, get a great band together and a great stage show, rather than go out now. Oh, I couldn't, I'm too busy anyway. I want to make it really good. So next album after that maybe.
Modeling and making videos are steps towards acting. Is there any ambition in it?
Yeah, not yet though.
What sort of a role would you like to do? If you had a choice.
Well, the roles, I've been offered 3 films
I'm
this year.
I'm sure you must have.
And all the roles are singers and like music
Mm-hmm.
films, teenage films, like a girl singer who falls in love with so. I'd like to do that sort of film, or a comedy, a funny film. Yeah.
Good old British comedy, which they don't make
Not
anymore.
necessarily British, but anything that's funny, really. I just think, like films like Beverly Hills Cop or
The very male movie, isn't it? I mean, that is a very male movie.
A Mal.
Male.
Yeah,
it's
but
all
I'm
the
just
guys,
showing
you
you.
know, in action and knocking about.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to tell you that
The
funny.
type of movie, yeah,
it's
sure.
it's a film about crime, but at the same time it's very funny.
It's true.
Like Private Benjamin, It's one of my favourite films. Loads of things. I don't know. When the time comes, I might change my mind in a year. But most of the parts I've been offered this year has been singing involved and things like that. Rock singers and things. And then I was offered a soap opera last year, which was quite funny, but I turned that down as well.
You're not a fan of soap operas, or was the wrong soap opera?
But I wanted to sing, you see, so well, you can't
You
put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, you got committed for too long with soap operas.
Oh yeah, I mean if you're doing a soap opera you might as well give up everything because you're filming every day.
5 days a week.
And I've come up with a good thing, my ambitions come true and now I'm a pop star, why give it all up? I'm still only 20 years old. I could do a soap opera in 5 years time and I'll still be 25. So, I mean, Joan Collins is 52.
Shit.
I've got plenty of years yet.
Well, I'm not. I wasn't implying anything like that. Anything else, you?
What is the biggest thrill you get out of being a pop star rather than a successful model?
Well, the difference is with modelling, you just see a picture and that's the thrill you get. It's either a nice picture or it's a horrible picture. Whereas with singing, you make the record and then you go back the next day when they've mixed it or something like that. Or you've been sitting up all night, you start with the drums and the guitar and then all of a sudden it all comes together and you really like it, you know. And then when the record goes out and it's a hit, that's a really great thrill. Or I suppose the biggest buzz you get, the adrenaline, you know, the excitement is when you go on stage and do festivals and things like that. Like I'm doing one in Verona on Saturday, 80,000 people. And that will be lovely. That's really great. It takes you 2 days to get rid of the excitement.
You playing live or playback?
No, it's for television. It's all playback, but it's in the square, and all the people come and watch. It's fantastic.
Have you done any live performances?
Yeah.
When is it next week? Shall we go?
It's from 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's some sort of a festival.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Next week on Saturday.
No, this week coming, yeah.
On this one?
We can. We've landed on
Well, you made in 2 days' time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So soon. If it was a week later.
Is pop, if we understand pop star, being a pop star is more glamorous than being a model, although that's a glamorous business one.
Depends what you define as glamorous. I mean, glamorous life or a glamorous job? What do you mean?
Modeling must be a more glamorous job because there's sweat in the studio. I might be wrong, I don't know why.
It all depends. I mean, modelling is not very glamorous sometimes because it's location work. If you're abroad and you have to sort of stand on a rock for 3 hours, or you're in the sea for 2 hours, you know, in the heat and everything like that. Sometimes it's not very glamorous, but sometimes it is. They're very similar in their glamour. You still look good and you still appeal to people. They're both glamorous in that way. This is harder work. Whereas modelling is, well, mind you, it was very hard work for me because I was top model, and so therefore you've got a lot more, get more jobs, and everybody wants you, you know. Whereas I'm not top singer, so at the moment it's not as hard as maybe it might be in a year's time.
Yeah, but most probably in modeling you've achieved the top. So, well, what's the next step if you're at the top?
Well, nothing.
Exactly.
What's this?
Otherwise, in here, yes, you still
well, this
have
you
to
can
build.
go on and on. Whereas modelling, you've got it's like being a footballer. You know, you've got to make the best out of it while you can. And I had 3 good years in it, and I made the best of it. I travelled, I did all the best calendars, magazine covers, worked for the best photographers. But this is, you can go on and on and on. Like, let's say, Cliff Richard or something. You can go on and on and on and on. Because music changes through the years.
Sure.
That's why.
Do you still do modeling?
No.
None at all.
Well, that's modelling. I mean,
Yeah, different.
whatever you mean. It's so different modelling. I model for myself now, more than. Whereas I used to model for photographers to sell the pictures, now I model for myself. If you see what I mean.
Mhm. How well known were you outside Britain before singing career?
Well,
Public-wise,
Did
not
you have
not
modelling
professional.
jobs coming from abroad?
yeah, Australia. I was top model over in it. I won People Magazine Girl of the Year, Cover Girl of the Year in Australia last year and the year before. And in Germany, I used to do a lot of modelling for Bild, B-I-L-D.
Yeah,
that
Bild
newspaper.
magazine. Yeah.
So, quite well known, but I mean, obviously not as well known as now. But South Africa, used to do a lot of pictures for Scope magazine in South Africa.
Isn't
Bits and
there,
pieces.
isn't there a boycott of South Africa supposed to be on?
I don't know, because I haven't modelled for 6 months, so I don't know.
Oh, I see. That was in the past. No, you said it like it was in the present. Mm.
Oh, I don't know what's happening there.
Well, everybody's supposed to be boycotting them. Don't do anything with South Africa.
Oh, I see what you mean. Work. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you consider your biggest achievement in the modelling field?
Well, initially, I suppose. I wasn't. That was my name. Was made for modelling. You know, I'm Samantha Fox. Known. That's how I started off, and you know. Oh yeah. Never look back, and I'm really thankful. Yeah. It's fantastic. I loved modelling, but there's just no more goals to reach for anymore. You know, as I say, you can only reach a certain peak, and that's it. I've got too much ambition in me to stop at one point and say, well, I'm here now. I'll stay there and not move that way and not move that way. I want to go that way. And then I want to just look back in 10 years' time and say, well, I've done all the things I always wanted to do, and I didn't waste no time.
Very good luck to you.
It's quite interesting, you retiring from a job when you were just 20.
But there isn't a real longevity in modelling, is it?
Well, some models, like there's certain other page figures, if you want to call them, who are now 28 and still doing it, and done it since 16, because they look good.
Yeah, but I'm sure they must be doing a lot of workouts
Oh
and so
yeah,
on.
but it's what you want, it's what they want. I mean, they can't
Yeah, but
do
once
nothing
you're
else.
younger, you don't need to do that.
No. But they
At
can't do
25,
nothing
you have
else.
to.
They can't sing, they can't act, and they can't, they're not very clever, so they've got to work at their body because that's the career they're best at. So good luck to them, but there's some models who go on to model adult clothes, and then after that they go on, some models, I know a model who's 48 and she's been modelling since 16, because she does, like, when you open a catalogue, middle-aged clothes,
Exactly,
someone has
yes,
to
yes.
model it. Someone has to do it, don't they? I couldn't. Oh, I get so bored of it. You know, all those years. No, there's no stimulation after that.
Are your parents still managing?
Yeah,
Even in the record service?
yeah.
You must have very understanding parents.
I hope so. No, of course I have. Yeah. All parents should be understanding anyway, and all parents should love their kids and want them to do the best and look after them. That's all my parents do for me. Look after me. I'm their little baby.
You're the only child, are you?
No, I've got a sister,
She's younger than you.
14. She's going to be gorgeous as well.
Is she going to follow in your footsteps? Is she being tempted to follow in your
No, she doesn't want to.
footsteps? Really?
She's very independent. She's got her own mind. And if someone said to Nessie, here's a modelling contract for 3 years, she still wouldn't do it. She doesn't want to, and she's not happy in doing that. And I've always taught that. You should always be happy in what you do. When I was modelling, I was really happy. I loved it, and I couldn't think of anything better to do. I couldn't think of sitting in an office. I couldn't think of working for nobody. I never wanted to be under someone. Whereas Vanessa, she wants to be a hairdresser and a makeup artist. But if she's going to be happy doing that, fine.
You can still employ her. But if she's independent,
We'd probably argue all the time. She'd probably do all my lipstick funny and oh. No, she's got her own mind, which is very good. Whereas I was very I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to do that. Sometimes I do 6 things at once and forget what I was supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Can I do
Thank you very much indeed.
Photographs?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because we only give out photographs now.
Really?
Yeah. Because all my photographs are my own
Oh.
copyright now.
Well, I track all my things because I was told this book. Can I do maybe a couple?
I have to ask.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is where's the
Like,
magazine?
you were saying, somebody was supposed to do for a French magazine, but he's
And then
only
it's
doing
sold
for
all
that
over
magazine.
Europe, and it's I have to keep control. Otherwise, you just get exploited and whatever.
Well, I mean, you know, shouldn't be a problem. With the magazine?
You can do one holding the magazine if you like.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a photograph the other week in Germany, and I held what was it? A cuddly bear or something. He took a photo. He's made pillowcases out of that photograph, wallpaper, put it on pens and key rings. He's making a fortune out of that one photograph, and I get nothing. It's exploitation.
It is.
Well, they should get one of those forms for people to sign that they got the used the photograph.
Yeah,
And then
no,
you
but in
take
modelling
them
I
to the
used to
court.
do all that, but it just won't work. Plus, I spend.
Well, I don't have any teddy bears.
No, but listen, right? When I do my own photographs, I spend £1,000 on a photographer, a hairdresser £300
Give
a
her a
day.
phone number.
Listen, hairdresser for £300 a day. My makeup artist cost me £300, and I do really nice photographs to give out to magazines. But then they want to take their own photos. But why?
Because
Well,
they
it's
want to be
because, you know,
exclusive, you see.
That's right. You know, they
That is the
feel
problem.
that
They
all
always want
magazines
to-
But they're not as
personally
flattering
met you.
as well as what I've had done.
Well, I'm
Try
not
telling that to the editors.
Well, there you have it, Miss Fox. This side of the record, censor it too. Now, did you buy this for the interview back in the day, or did you buy it for the picture? Gee, I wonder. Anyways, if you like Samantha Fox, I have more of her vinyl in my collection. But what else do I have? Well, yes, you have to stay tuned. So like this video and subscribe to my channel, because you never, ever know what I have in my collection here that will be next. So again, thank you for watching. See you later.